Hey there, Alloway Creek Elementary School, Mr. Crape here. Glad you're here today, glad you're listening to this video, and I wanted to do a new challenge this week, which some of you have already completed. If you've already completed the challenge, awesome job. Sing a song, enjoy some music this week, you're kind of off the hook. But if you didn't finish your talent show challenge, that's what this video is about. Many of you have contacted me and said, Mr. Crape, no thanks, I can't do the talent show challenge. That's not true. You can do it. In fact, you have the skills to do it already. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Do you remember back while we were still at school, how Mr. Crape would often come to you most every day and say, one day, I won't be your music teacher anymore. For you fifth graders, that's basically true. Sure, you get a few videos on Seesaw from Mr. Crape, but for the most part, I'm not your music teacher anymore. And when you go back to school next year, you'll be in 6th grade and you'll be with Miss Yachty at the middle school. So already that's coming true. But in addition to that, who would have ever thought that you had to have all those skills that we learned in school ready to use at home to learn music? I couldn't have imagined it, and yet here we are. So let's take some of the skills we already learned, songs that we already learned, and let's figure out how we can make a song that would work for the talent show. I have 12 different songs that I've taught 4th and 5th grade. I haven't taught all of you every song, but I thought I'd review them with you to give you some ideas. One of the songs that we just learned is called John Kanaka Naka. So you could just sing that song. So set up your device like I did, have it face you or have your parent record you, and just sing, I heard the old man say, John Kanaka Naka Tulade. Today is a holiday. John Kanaka Naka Tulade. Okay, so that's one possibility. There's a couple more we learned. The first one was Old Dan Tucker. Remember that? Old Dan Tucker's a mighty man. He washed his face in a frying pan, combed his hair in a wagon wheel, died of a toothache in his heel. Remember how we learned that one on our recorders, 5th grade? You could show us that. Sing it or play it. If you don't have the copy of those lyrics, the words to that song, send me a note. I'll get them to you. Another one we learned was the song Good News. It went like this. Good news, chariots are coming. Good news, chariots are coming. Need the text to that song, send me a note. There's another one. This was a 4th grade song, I believe. Gingongu, guli 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 watcha, gingongu, 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 guli 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 watcha, gingongu, gingongu. You could sing that. You could play an instrument with that, whether it's your recorder or a drum or a homemade instrument like jars with water, or I think I used a milk jug with a spoon. You could do something like that and show your musical talent that way. Another one was Knicker Knocker Squeak Squalor Talamazoo. I'll play a melody, then pass it to you. And we played that one a lot in music class in 4th grade. There was another 4th grade song. There was an old lady, all skin and bones. Ooh. And on our records we went B-A-G-E. And we practiced that. You could show off your talent that way. Tom, Tom, the piper's son, stole a pig and away did run. Pig did eat and Tom was beat and Tom went crying down the street. Remember, we played that song a lot in 4th grade. So you could show that song, sing that song, play that song. Another one was Jelly Belly fought with a big fat bite. Remember that? Jelly Belly fought with a big fat frown. That was a great song when we showed 16th notes. You could take rhythm sticks, play 16th notes, tap that rhythm that we practiced in music class, and show your music talent that way. A flea, a fly, and a flew were caught, so what did they do? That was a 5th grade song in 6-8. We practiced that. You can go back and see that video on Seesaw if you need to review that one. There's another one that we learned in 5th grade music class, and it went like this. John Molin, tiki tiki taka, John Molin, taka, John Molin, tiki tiki taka, John Molin, taka, man perfect, my son, tiki taka. That's a hard one that 5th grades had a lot of trouble with. If you can sing that, that is incredible talent. So just learn that song. You can look it up on YouTube, or you can send me a note for the lyrics and I'll send it out to you. And then the last one that I wanted to remind us of went like this. I hear the train coming, oh don't you want to go? Oh yes, I want to go. And of course you could play that on an instrument, use a virtual instrument. Lots of different options here. So what am I talking about? What is this video about? Well, I just reminded you of 12 songs that we already learned. Those 12 songs that I already learned, you guys can use to sing, to play, and to perform. When you sing and play and perform them, you just need to record yourself a short clip of those songs, doing some musical thing with those songs, and I will include that in the talent show. Well, what if your clip isn't 30 seconds long? No problem. It could be 10 seconds long. Just perform it a little bit, and then the video will come along and will show that section of you playing your song, you singing your song, you performing your song. Because the truth is, every single one of my students has practiced in music class, has sung in music class, has learned music, and you have the musical talent. All you've got to do is practice it a little bit, record it, and you can participate in the Alloway Creek Elementary School Music Challenge. So what's your challenge for this week? Pick one of these songs or a different song, practice it, videotape it, and submit it to Mr. Creighton. I hope to see your submission very soon, and thanks for watching this video. Goodbye.